Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Ultra Hardware number 44384 residential tubular lever lock set. Just typical grade 3 light duty residential lock set. A satin nickel finish. And let's go through the details in the extended description down below this video. Lever lock set. So you've got levers. I don't know if they give these levers a name. They do state that they're ADA compliant, however. Satin nickel. Certainly that's relatively, certainly complimentary of satin nickel. Nice finish. Residential and entry function. A couple of keys you're going to get. The KW1, or just the common quickset keyway, is what you'll get with this. 2 of them. This is the kind of lock that it's locked, pull the key out, turn it the opposite way, unlock the lock. If you were to pull the key out, it's still unlocked, so keep that in mind. This is the kind of lock you've got to relock every time, either with the key or the turn button on the inside. ADA lever handle, okay, 4-way snap latch. 4-way snap latch. Well, you're going to use this faceplate that they have here with the radiused corners, or you could substitute it for the square corner. This is going to have a maybe 4-way in the sense that this is a adjustable back set latch. It's currently set to 2 3/4. Push that pin there, moves the operation. Now you're at 2 3/8. Maybe that's what they mean, 4-way. It's easy to see how this will insert into the latch bolt. Obviously it's going to insert this way because you've got that sort of profile that's there. Generally push it back a little bit on the face to get that to go in there. Then you're in real good shape. And those 2 posts for the lock are going to go through this hole and back here. And then you're all set with the installation. You're going to want to set that back set accordingly. Okay. 1/2-inch projection on the latch bolt. I didn't measure it, but that would be standard. The lock will work on 1 3/8 or 1 3/4 thick doors and has a 5-pin cylinder. You can rekey this. I have never rekeyed an Ultra lock, but you can rekey it. I'm not going into a rekeying scenario on this lock, but basically if you were to insert a tool underneath here and push this silver piece back, it will allow you to pull the spindle out. Then you can take an instrument and get it inside of there and literally just push the lever out. It should come out at that point. Oh no, you know what? Forgive me. I'm thinking of a quickset knob style lock. Yeah, you're going to be able to just turn the key to unlock it and then depress that tab. Forgive me. Forgive me. That would be the way to remove that lever. What I was explaining earlier is how you take apart a quickset like a Tylo knob or a Polo knob. Cylinder removable for rekeying is the next thing it says, and it's non-handed. This lever is obviously symmetrical. It's going to work either way, and the inside will, of course, as well. Easy installation on a 2 1/8-inch hole. You're going to bore a 2 1/8-inch hole through the door. Your edge prep, you could probably get away with a, I don't know what the template says. There is a link below this video to a document called Installation Instructions. And it says to drill a 1-inch hole in the edge of the door. You're going to do a 2 1/4-inch by 1-inch wide prep. 5/32 of an inch deep is common, either radius, corner, or square it out to do this. A 1/2-inch router is what you're going to use with your installation for making this square corner. And the installation instructions go on. I won't detail those. You're going to get both a radiused corner full lip strike and a square corner full lip strike. We call them D-strikes as well. You can use your imagination and see why we'd call it a D-strike. Full lip, okay, 2 1/4 tall, complementary satin nickel type finish. It's going to be here. The balance of the extended description information has been exhausted, and the installation instructions, which are that one scanned page, are indeed included with your lock set. And looking at the steps, mark the door, drill the holes, install the latch, install the strike, install exterior and interior knobs. Latch bolt goes in first. Be sure to pre-drill the hole for the screws. You don't want to run the screws, which are included, into the jamb, into the edge of the door, and then split the door. That would be bad. Pre-drill those holes. That's number 8 screw that's there. Latch bolt goes in. Make sure that it works freely. It's not bound by a crooked hole or a hole that's too small. The latch bolt needs to operate freely inside of the 1-inch drilled hole. After you've drilled that 2 1/8 crossbore, 1 inch, mortise the preparation. Latch bolt literally goes in first. Then from the exterior, you'll bring the keyed side and push that in a little bit again to be able to get that to just go in nice and smooth. You'll be able to push it all the way down. Obviously, the balance of that is quite obvious. You might have to rotate the inside thumb turn a little bit to get it to seat properly. Okay. Then, of course, finally, 2 screws that are included or in your package. Tight, but not overly tight. Otherwise, the lock won't operate smoothly. Just nothing to be more than basically hand tight and a little right after hand tight. That's the way I do it, and it works for me. Now, the name Ultra is quite synonymous with a seriously broad spectrum of hardware in the residential realm. Hinges and lock sets, obviously, door hardware, window hardware. They do a great job in hobby hardware like mending plates and corner irons. They do an even better job with cabinet hardware. If you're looking for cabinet hardware, take a look at their catalog before you make a final decision. A wide variety, a broad spectrum of material. In that catalog, you can get to it from the link below this video to the manufacturer's page, where you can pull up all of the Ultra products that we sell, a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full line catalog. If you're a commercial client, I would very much suggest that you review their hinges, their door closers, their lock sets, and their exit devices. Let's say you're a subcontractor and you supply and install doors, steel doors, let's say you put those in. Great combination of Ultra hardware commercial grade locks, where you will be able to buy it from a distributor who can buy it well, sell it, mark it up, and you feel like you're getting a great deal, which you are. Your client will feel the same way because there's tremendous value in the product line. No, it's not the heavy-duty material that you can rebuild because there's no available parts on an imported line of hardware, but you will be able to say to yourself, boy, that exit device, those hinges, that door closer, they're flawless. They weren't a lot of money, and they just work very well. So Ultra has its place in the market for those types of pieces of hardware. If you have any questions on the Ultra hardware, this is their part number 44384, tubular lever lock set in satin nickel, or any other Ultra product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.